Hello you guys, and welcome to Abundantly Minimal. My name is Sarah, and today we're going to be talking about a more serious topic, minimalism and criticism, and what to do if you find yourself being criticized by others for your minimalist lifestyle, and give you some ideas of how to respond. I've been there before. You're really excited about a new lifestyle change, it's having positive effects for you, and you just really want to tell anyone you can about this new lifestyle change. Many people in your life are supportive, but unfortunately, sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes there are those in our lives who critique us and provide criticism about our life choices, even though maybe we internally feel like they're such a positive thing. This is a topic I want to address today, and I'm going to give us kind of 3 steps to try to break down how to respond to this criticism about a minimalist lifestyle. The first thing might be most important, and that is to remember that despite the criticism you're receiving, despite who it's coming from, what matters most is how you feel about your decision. If in your heart or your gut or wherever you know that a minimalist lifestyle has been a really positive thing for you, and you know that you feel like you're making progress on this journey, then you have nothing to be ashamed about. And in life, you know, there are many situations where not everyone is happy about a decision, and people can react very differently to a variety of things. Minimalism and switching up your lifestyle is no different, and making sure you keep that in mind first is very important. If you are doing what is best for you, even if other people are not happy about it, you have to focus on that and have strength in that, knowing that you are doing something for yourself and you're choosing to improve your situation, your lifestyle, something like that, and it is worth it. So keep that in mind. You know, in life, there's always going to be criticism. What you have to do is focus on what matters to you. What do you value above all else? For the second part of this, you want to think about where this person is coming from. What is their reasoning for their criticism of you? And when I was thinking about this in preparation for the video, I feel like it might be one of 4 different things, at least based upon the experiences of those who I have talked to. First of all, maybe this person is giving you criticism because they feel like they're caught off guard. Maybe this was not a change they expected, and you were the last person they expected to begin a minimalist lifestyle. Maybe they wonder if you're just on it because it's a trend. They just maybe are very surprised and feel like they've known you for a long time and this change seems really sudden. Maybe this person's criticizing you or the lifestyle because it feels kind of like a personal attack on them. Maybe growing up or in your past, you did a lot of things with this person that relate to consumerism. Maybe you and this person would always go shopping together, or maybe you would always exchange gifts with this person, and sometimes they were maybe elaborate or just a lot of consumption related to these gifts. Maybe you collected something and shared that collection with this person. For whatever the reason, maybe this person feels like it's an attack on them, and maybe they're concerned that you're no longer interested in that part of their life anymore. A third reason they might be criticizing you is that they have a lack of understanding. When people hear the word minimalist, a lot of ideas come to mind, and chances are if you're someone who is watching these videos, you feel like you have a good sense of minimalism, but compared to someone who doesn't, maybe they've only heard about extreme examples. People who live with, you know, less than 100 items or something much more on the extreme end. And maybe they're concerned that just because they don't know much about minimalism, maybe they are concerned that they think that's the only way you can be a minimalist. I would definitely say minimalism's a spectrum, and if someone doesn't understand it, they might just think it has to be 0 or 100. And then finally, one additional reason why this person might be criticizing you about your lifestyle is because they're insecure about themselves or about what they've been dealing with. Maybe when you start describing your situation, or when they start hearing about your journey, they might recognize, wow, you know, I've been someone who's been controlled by my stuff. I've been someone who can't afford all of the things that I am bringing into my life, but I keep buying them. Maybe they feel uncomfortable because your journey kind of hits home for them, and they kind of are forced to acknowledge that the way they're living is not working for them. If someone feels, you know, insecure about it, they maybe are more likely to be critical or to be giving those kind of attacks. That being said, once you kind of acknowledge the reason maybe that they're coming from, of course there could be other reasons I'm sure as well, then you can actually start to have meaningful dialogue with this person. I feel like in this case, it's the best to be as open and honest about your lifestyle and about your journey so far with minimalism as possible. Some things to include when you're talking about this with this person could be to talk about kind of the turning point. At what point did you realize that the way you were living wasn't how you wanted to live anymore? At what point did you realize it was just too much? What moment sparked your transition? Tell them about that. Another part would be to talk about your journey. Talk through your process of how you were going through your materials. What steps did you take to get from your starting point to where you are currently, even if you still feel like you're in progress? And then third, I would say talk about the benefits you've experienced so far. One of the best things about a minimalist lifestyle, and probably a lot of other changes in your life, is you can actually start to feel the benefits really quick. Even though there's a big range for everyone, I know even in the first stages, it already started to feel better as I was getting rid of some of my excess. And if you're talking about all these benefits and the ways that it's improved your life, if there's someone who cares about you, even though maybe they still don't fully understand the lifestyle or maybe still have some concerns, they are going to be more supportive because they ultimately want what's best for you. And after you've put these strategies in effect, hopefully it will help you move forward with positive communication with this person. But of course, if after this conversation, this person wants to continue criticizing you or making you feel worse about yourself, then that's an important point where you want to maybe choose to leave the conversation, and more seriously, depending on the relationship, maybe you even have to evaluate the value that that friendship or relationship is bringing in your life. Maybe if someone's going to continue criticizing you for your actions, maybe that's time that you move on from that relationship. That's definitely tougher to talk about and is maybe a more serious thing, especially if it's a close family member, but just the idea that you don't need to be spending as much time with people who are going to make you feel worse about yourself, whether it's minimalism or any other issue in your life. In general, I want to just go back to that first point again. Remember, you are doing this for you. It's not about what they think of you. There will always be people who are criticizing. All that matters is the way you are living, if that's according to your values. And if it's helping you, then I think you really can't go wrong. So those were my ideas about dealing with criticism as a minimalist. I'd love to hear from you below if you want to share any experiences that you've had with individuals being a little bit tough to talk with, or if you feel like you haven't received support about a minimalist lifestyle. Likewise, if you feel like there are certain criticisms that are being made about you having a minimalist lifestyle that you'd like help with thinking about how to respond to, I suppose you could leave those in the comments as well. If you're interested in minimalist related content, I do post several videos per week. You can actually hit the subscribe button here if you're new to the channel, and you can check out some of our past videos you might like here. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.